Good morning from the yarn closet. It is actually early morning, but I got the last episode to upload. It was short, so I'm going to make this one short again. Seems to be helping. It's rainy. Rainy never helps for our internet. Oh, my husband did not wake up last night, thank goodness. He's been up and down the last week. My daughter hasn't been here, so I should have been getting better sleep, but no. But last night he slept, so that's good. No. Maple brown sugar, not a lot of water, instant Quaker oatmeal with butter and some salt. Hi, littlest one. What are you doing, littlest one? Look, the littles don't have their diapers on. Because it's early morning. Yes. I love you too. Yes. And they had good breakfast with rice and sweet potato. They had their yummy breakfast. Why you do that? Why you do that? Come on. Okay, come on. Come on, why you do that? Come on. Okay. Hi, Mocha. I love you too. I love you too. Mocha, Mitzi. I like it best when your ears are up, Mitzi. Oh, and then I've got baby in the window. Like I said, it's a rainy morning. It's very unusual here. I believe one of the things that was lost in the last video was my discussion on the wool socks. So one of the things that I got for Christmas was the lightest weight compression socks in wool compression socks. I love them. I also got these short wool socks. I love them. These particularly because they're not too tight. One of the reasons I started knitting was to knit wool socks because my feet are stinky. It runs in our family. Wool socks, my feet are not stinky. And I could make them so they weren't tight. Well, I don't love knitting wool socks. We are 8 years into this business. I don't love knitting wool socks. So I got some of these wool socks, which are supposed to be light compression, short with the tab. I love the tab. They're a little bit tighter than I would like, but I think they are good. They're not tight here, which is nice. Now you can tell when you flip it that these are sock machine knit. All socks are sock machine knit. And then I got a whole bunch of these. These were folded, as you can see, originally. And I just went in and snipped them. And this waste yarn doesn't unravel. So now I can wear these. These don't last as much as you would think. They wear out quickly, and I might darn them if I'm in the mood, or I might just toss them and wear them mismatched. This is the last pair of socks that I actually have kept that I made. That's it. I am actually taking apart and saving the yarn from a bunch of them. I've got a bunch of Tarhi socks, Tarhi wool, superwash wool. So I'm saving a lot of that yarn. And I'm not making socks anymore. I'm not. I don't wear the slipper socks. I wear socks. I wear wool socks. I want them to fit. I like wearing the compression ones because I've been having problems with my calves since last summer. I think my walking got to an extreme. which wasn't extreme, but because it's through hills and stuff, I was just having a problem with Charlie horses and my calves and stuff. And so I'm not walking as much, plus it's dark out until almost the time we leave. And I don't want to deal with two small dogs and coyotes all at the same time. And yes, coyotes, in some sense, can be friendly if they're well fed. I don't know that the ones around here are. So, oh my gosh, just everybody. Cats and dogs and dogs and cats. Can you get off my desk? It's a tiny desk. Did I show you this? I think it was in the Lost episodes. My daughter made me a Merry Christmas cup. I don't believe that this is washable, so I'm using it to store my glasses. And I'm really sad because after these, I have to go back to these. And that's not going to work as well in the school scenario because these allow me to see a little bit better at distance because this is all just clear and this is magnified. But it's higher magnification than people are used to or that gets sold in the stores. Go ahead. Do it. The cat is trying to decide if she's going to jump up there or not. My daughter got me a Universal Threads medium red sweater because red is my favorite color. And she thought it said crocheted. It says Courched or EREL. Cocherelle? Is that a brand or a place? Mocha, no. Or is it a misprint? Like, I don't know. But I actually like it. I mean, I have worn it. It's very comfy. I will wear it to school. I think it's going to pill, because this is actually polyester. She thinks it's wool. My mom thought it was wool, because my mom can't read the tags, and I don't know why anyone listens to her anymore. Her eyesight's way worse than mine. It's polyester, so it will pill, so I'm just going to be as careful as I can be. But it's quite nice, and it fits me nicely, and it's not too hot because it's polyester. Shh. So that was fun. I made this hat. Remember, I couldn't show you all the hats because one of the lost episodes, because I've lost like 4 episodes in the last 2 weeks, was of hats that I knit. I'm trying to use up all of my chunks as stripes, or do I have enough to do this? I just like doing a shorter hat. It's working, and it kind of works with my hair as it is now. Not that I wear them that often. And even this one will probably go to my mom's church because they're doing the hat thing. So they started knitting bags because they've got a lot of older people in their church. They've started knitting bags as they go into church because the minister has said, you know, it's not just kids who need to be busy with their hands sometimes in church. And then in their quiet room, they also have knitting stuff. I think that that is fabulous. Funny, fabulous, the whole thing. So I've made a little bit of progress on this crocheted blanket because I crocheted a blanket that's in my living room that I've never liked in my living room because it's the wrong colors. I mean, the dogs love it, so I've left it there. But my living room is very neutral. Browns, beige, green, light green, sagey light green. And then this one I'm going to go add to it. And then I am a quarter of the way done with the squares. Here are the rest of the squares. So I'm doing 2 of the greens. Yeah. So I don't know if that one's going to live in my living room or have you seen all of the videos I post of the little Mitzi in her box of yarn squares? Remember how I started this a long time ago? This is as far as I've gotten because it's just driving me nuts that it's not growing fast enough. So part of me thinks I'm going to take this little square off and then see if I can make some bigger squares that I then bloop, bloop, bloop around it and maybe make this the center and then make bigger squares and bigger squares around it because it's driving me nuts. And honestly, what I want to know is, where are all the rest of my squares? There's not that many squares in here. Like, where are all the rest of my squares? So, I think that will make me the happiest.